What's up everybody? Steve here with another episode of Scooch and Steve. And just a quick shout out to all the new subscribers. You guys are amazing. This is why basically I do these vlogs with Scooch, is because you guys rock and you want to keep seeing more. So thanks for subscribing. One thing I want to talk about today was a lot of people have reached out kind of asking about, you know, what we do for a living and what kind of, you know, vlogs we want to do moving forward about our lives and talking about kind of the events that happen outside of our YouTube channel. So I wanted to talk about an experience that I had this past week at an event called TechCrunch Disrupt. And Disrupt is an event where people come from all over the world and showcase their startups. So startups were based here in Silicon Valley or San Mateo, California, which is kind of around Palo Alto, Mountain View on the peninsula of Northern California, and also known as Silicon Valley. And startups come from all over the world to basically just showcase and launch their startups. So I was at this year's. It was a lot of fun, lots of really great startups. Something that I noticed more predominantly than last year's Disrupt was that there were pavilions, so different areas for different like kind of continents or countries. So there was like a pavilion for China, there was a pavilion for the Ukraine, there was a pavilion for Japan. Really great kind of diverse spread of all the startups all across the world. And that was nice for me, kind of going there, just meeting everybody, seeing what some of the most innovative things are all over the world, just because I'm a total nerd and figuring out, you know, what the next big thing is was super exciting. But the winner of Disrupt, I believe the startup Battlefield is what it's called, where people go on there and pitch. Pretty exciting. They get grilled by VCs on stage, but the one that won was called Mobalytics, or Mobalytics, and it was like a mobile gaming, or actually like a gaming analytics platform to help people that are into gaming like optimize. But one of the runners-up was what I wanted to talk about as my favorite in the entire event. It's called Unify ID, and the concept there was that you are your password, like your unique body, and like the way that you kind of operate on a day-to-day basis should make your ability to log into a computer more complex for other people, because you're kind of like the link between you and your computer with this app that's being developed, which I can totally get behind, because I'm really doing a lot of research currently on like deep learning and machine learning. I think it's really, really cool and kind of the next frontier, but that's a whole different conversation. Yeah, I signed up for Unify ID as in their private beta just to check it out. So that was probably my biggest takeaway from TechCrunch Disrupt 2016. There were a lot of really great companies. There was like a 12-year-old girl who made an app that catches Parkinson's before like doctors can, which is huge. Michael J. Fox backed it, which was pretty amazing that a 12-year-old can like have that kind of impact. Very, very cool. Also, Megabots was there, which is essentially this guy named Guy. When I lived in Cambridge, he had a space in Boston called the Artisan Asylum, and that was in circa 2013. I don't know how big it is now, but basically they challenged Japan to like a robot fighting contest or competition, legitimately, with like actual huge robots, like, you know, 20-foot tall, 50-ton robots. They challenged Japan, Japan accepted, and Megabots is essentially the United States version of, or their fighters are for the United States, and they brought one, and it was crazy, absolutely crazy. It was like 20 feet tall, and it was like standing up and down, and shot t-shirts into the sky with like these little rocket launcher things, which was pretty sweet. But very cool event all around. Highly recommend you guys checking out TechCrunch Disrupt. I'll try and put the link below in the description so you guys can check out next year's. They're all over the world, I'm pretty sure. I went to the one in San Francisco, but they have some in New York, I believe. And they just, TechCrunch is huge. They're growing like 75% viewership year over year, so they're massive. Just sort of scaling, getting massive. So there's going to be more events. Owned by AOL, which is really cool, seeing the CEO talk about that whole thing. But yeah, I think that overall TechCrunch Disrupt 2016 was fantastic. You guys should check it out. Also check out Megabots, just because it is amazing, just the idea behind it. And also Unify ID, they were very cool. The guy John, the CEO, was a super nice guy, very smart, and I had fun talking to him. But yeah, go check it out, guys. And that does it for today's blog. I'm going to try and cover a little bit more of a daily feel for these things, just so that you guys can get into our lives a little bit more, a little bit integrated into the lives. But yeah, that does it. Like the video, comment if you'd like, and subscribe. We would love to have you, and I will see you guys again for another vlog tomorrow.